In this video, we'll be taking a look at two WNBA games happening on May 20th, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two WNBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Atlanta Dream versus Indiana Fever. The Atlanta Dream, still searching for their first win of the young WNBA season, will face off against the Indiana Fever on Tuesday. Atlanta dropped their opener in a 94-90 loss on the road against Washington, despite being 8.5-point favorites. Meanwhile, Indiana made an emphatic opening statement with a 93-58 blowout win over the Chicago Sky, easily covering the 7.5-point spread as home favorites. Atlanta is trying to avoid falling to 0-2 for the first time since 2021. Their offense put up 90 points in the opener, but their defense struggled badly, giving up 94 points on 50.8% shooting. They shot just 40.5% themselves and were average from deep, hitting 33.3% of their threes. Free throws were a problem too, converting only 66.7%. Defensively, they allowed their opponents to hit half their shots from beyond the arc and got outpaced in overall shooting efficiency. They did pull down 37 rebounds, which shows some fight on the glass. Indiana, on the other hand, looked locked in from the jump and will be aiming for a 2-0 start, their first since 2012. They scored 93 points on 46.7% shooting while holding Chicago to just 58 points on a measly 29.1% shooting. Their perimeter defense was stout, limiting the Sky to only 22.2% from 3. Offensively, they matched Atlanta's 33.3% from deep and hit 64% from the line, which could use improvement. But they dominated the boards with 46 total rebounds, showing their physicality in the paint. Both teams made noise in the offseason and came in with real expectations. But based on their season openers, it's clear one team hit the ground running while the other is still figuring things out. Indiana destroyed Chicago with a complete performance, while Atlanta looked like a group of strangers in their loss to the Mystics. Yes, the Sky are young, but the Fever's cohesion was obvious. Clark and Boston already look like one of the most effective duos in the league. Clark's 20-point triple-double was another sign that she's ready to carry this team. Meanwhile, Atlanta's new post additions haven't found a rhythm yet. The Dream fell flat as heavy favorites, and that's not something you just brush off. Indiana looked like a fully functioning unit, and that gives them the clear edge here. The Fever showed they can defend at a high level while Atlanta is still figuring out who they are on that end. Clark can match or cancel out what Alicia Gray brings, and beyond that, Indiana simply has more depth, especially with Jordan Canada out for the Dream. Shooting nearly 47% from the field in their opener, Indiana has the spacing and offensive talent to give a shaky defense real problems. Atlanta allowed 94 points in their last game. This is not the matchup to still be figuring things out. As our first pick for this matchup, the Indiana Fever to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Offensively, both teams came out hot in their first games. Atlanta fired up 36 three-point attempts, 18 more than their opponent, which tells you exactly how they want to play. They want pace, quick shots, and they'll live or die by the 3. That style naturally pushes the tempo and leads to high scores. Indiana has the firepower to match. Their offense might be one of the league's best once they get rolling, and Clark is already making everyone around her better. Boston gives them an inside presence that's hard to deal with, and the team is deep with shot makers. Both squads also showed a nose for the offensive glass. Atlanta leads the league with 15 offensive boards per game so far, while Indiana is 5th with 9. That means extra possessions, more second chance points, and a higher total overall. They both hit at least 7 threes in their first game and cracked 90 points each. With how these teams play, we should expect a shootout. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Las Vegas Aces versus Connecticut Sun. The 2025 WNBA betting slate rolls on Tuesday, May 20th with a cross-conference clash between the Las Vegas Aces and the Connecticut Sun, taking place at Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville, Connecticut. The Las Vegas Aces are looking to bounce back after dropping their season opener to the New York Liberty on Saturday. A loss here would mark their first 0-2 start since way back in 2018, so there's definitely a little extra urgency. Through one game, the Aces are putting up just 78 points while shooting a brutal 4.1% overall. Defensively, they've been leaky, giving up 92 points and letting opponents shoot nearly 49% from the field. From downtown, Vegas is just 4.4%. Yes, that's not a typo, and they're hitting a respectable 84.6% from the stripe. On the other end, they're allowing teams to shoot 19% from deep and pulling down 41 boards per game. Connecticut is also in the same boat, trying to avoid their own 0-2 start after losing to the Washington Mystics on Sunday. If they don't get it done here, it'll be their first 0-2 start since 2020. The Sun are averaging 85 points on a solid 43.9% shooting clip, but they're letting teams torch them for 90 points on 51.6% shooting. They've hit 21.4% from beyond the arc and 82.8% from the free throw line. On defense, they're giving up 33.3% from three and grabbing 33 rebounds per game. There's a noticeable gap in talent between these two squads. Connecticut is clearly in a rebuilding phase, while Las Vegas still looks like the favorite to win it all. But let's not crown anybody in May. This line feels a little inflated given how shaky the Aces looked defensively in their opener, and the fact that they're back on the road. Vegas hasn't exactly been a strong cover as a heavy favorite either, going 3-5 against the spread in their last 8 games when laying double digits. Meanwhile, the Sun have covered in 12 of their last 19 chances as a double-digit dog. No doubt the Aces are the better team and should win outright, but there's enough here to justify grabbing the points. As our first pick for this matchup, the Connecticut Sun to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Vegas will likely try to push the tempo from the jump. They ranked third in pace last season, averaging close to 80 possessions per 40 minutes, and they're not shy about chucking it from deep. Connecticut just gave up 90 to a Mystics squad that isn't exactly known for lighting it up, and they'll have their hands full trying to keep a Ja Wilson in check. She's got a real shot at another 30-point night. The Sun don't take many threes, but they can score at the rim and get to the line. Both teams played high-scoring openers, and while Vegas only put up 78 last time out, a lot of that came down to poor shooting. They've got offensive firepower and should bounce back against a Sun team that gave up over 51% shooting. Even though Connecticut didn't shoot great themselves, they still dropped 85. With both teams willing to run and the defenses still trying to find their rhythm, this shapes up to be another high-paced game with plenty of scoring. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.